Hi, I'm Sam Carman with the Indiana Division of Forestry, and with me today is forest wildlife biologist Scott Haulton. Scott, we're in the middle of the woods. I don't recall seeing a cave anywhere out here, and yet you're telling me there's bats here?
Yep, no cave here and no attics, but yet this is where bats spend their summer. Actually, late spring, summer, early fall, these forests this is where the bats live, this is where they raise their pups, and these are important places in the life cycle of bats.
What would they be looking for here?
Well, the big feature of interest here is their roost. At night, of course, they're flying, they're capturing insects, they're being a big benefit to the forest owner because they're helping control insect forest pests. During the day, they're roosting in trees, and what they're looking for is trees that have defects. If it's a snag, they're looking for a tree that has exfoliating bark, bark that's peeling away, they can get behind. There's a federally endangered species that we have in Indiana that's aptly named the Indiana bat that is particularly fond of using snags. So it's very important that snags are left behind after timber harvest. The bigger the better. They'll use snags, and if it has exfoliating bark, that it's as small as 6 or 7 inches, or even smaller, down to 4 or 5 inches sometimes.
So during the summer, then, this would be a fairly good place to find bats.
Yeah, this would be a great place. This site has received a selection harvest about 4 or 5 years ago. It opened up the canopy a little bit, let some sunlight in. They're looking a lot of times for the tallest tree that can get up above the canopy to roost, so they can get a lot of solar exposure. The pups can't actually thermoregulate very well. They can't control their body heat, so they need the heat from the sun, and the mother bats that will move the younger bats around under the tree bark to make sure they're staying warm. So they're looking for these little gaps in the forest, these canopy gaps, and the selection harvest provides that when you're taking out a tree here, a tree there. Also, opening edges along openings are another place that you'll find bats roosting. So again, it's really important to leave cavity trees, that have live trees that have cavities in them, or large snags like this one back here, along those edges, so it gets that solar exposure.
Okay, and if you're let's say a hiker, and you come to a tree, you encounter a bat, what should you do? We know that bats don't suck blood or anything like that.
They certainly don't, not here at least. Really, you shouldn't be seeing bats too much during the day. The one instance where folks might see a bat during the day is if it's a red bat. This is a bat that sometimes will, especially this time of year, it'll actually roost down in the leaf litter. And walking through the woods, you might kick one up and it might fly out. It's a brilliant brick red color. What a person should do is take a moment to take a look at it because it's a beautiful bat, but they certainly aren't anything to fear.
So we know that bats, that it's not unusual to find bats in the woods. If you're a woodland owner and you really want to manage your woods to improve bat habitat, what can you do?
One of the things that you can do is if you don't have a water source on your property, it's always a good benefit to actually create a small pond, perhaps in the woods. Offering a source of water for bats is a great resource. They'll use it obviously for drinking, but also anytime you put a pond out in the forest, you're bringing vegetation and water together. This is a great place for insects to breed, a lot of insect production. When you have insects, you've got bats. So they'll use it as a place to forage, to collect insects, and they'll also use it for drinking as well.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Scott.
You bet, Sam.
For more forestry information, be sure and visit our website. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the woods.